What's going on? This is a crypto market recap for Tuesday, May 6th. It's been a while since I've been looking at the crypto sector, but I should be looking at it more. And here is why. So Bitcoin itself, we've had this equilibrium pattern or Bitcoin dominance, and we've absolutely blew out of it. Bitcoin is the dominant coin, and as long as this is going up, that will be the case, and the other names are getting less attention. So Bitcoin itself, we have a bit of a head and shoulders pattern here to be watching, but we're looking up at the most recent high here, and if that fails, we have lots of room for a higher low. But we're looking good so far. Things are looking up, and we are looking close to the all-time high. As far as things are looking, so far we're just, weekly inside bar. We have this bit of resistance, weekly resistance right here at 99,472. And then we're just looking at all-time highs at that point. All right, so things are looking good. Things are looking very good. And I will be interested in pullbacks, especially a 4-hour oversold. I'm going to mark that right now. 4-hour oversold on Bitcoin. I will be buying that. And why would I be buying that? It's because I would be looking for a weekly higher low. And now we're getting a bit extended here at this point from we could, just like here, we could go get very extended, and that's a very good possibility. Maybe I did miss the run. Actually, I will also put a hourly oversold just in case. I'll have two positions. That is what I'm interested in buying. But we are too extended now that I would just be absolutely chasing and no too far from any stop or anything worthwhile for me to care about that. But Bitcoin itself looking very good, and I'm definitely back interested in playing this name, and we'll be definitely going over these recaps more often now as I am more interested, because it's clear as day that crypto is performing better than the stock market is. Bitcoin is anyways. Maybe some other names I will have to go through because I haven't been watching. I've been on vacation. But we'll go through the names. Ethereum, very weak compared to Bitcoin, just right off the bat. Nowhere near its recent highs, like 50% plus down from its recent highs, as you can easily see here. I was kind of watching this downtrend line, which it kind of overshot a little bit there, but if you bought that downtrend line, it did pay off so far at this point. Right now, it looks like we're in a bit of a daily equilibrium. We pulled back quite a bit here. We're just looking for a lower high at this time, but things are very much tightening up on Ethereum. I don't know. And we're right at that 50 moving average too. You know what? I might play, if we can get above the 50 moving average, I will be interested in a pullback play of Ethereum as well. But, Ethereum's just, it's got, actually, no, I won't. There's just too much resistance here. There's obviously, I want to play the names closer to blue sky breakouts. So, sorry, Ethereum is not on my watch at all. XRP, we just lost our daily uptrend, or no, it's kind of a straight shot down. We're still consolidating now into weekly consolidation, looking for a weekly higher low than $1.6147. Lots of room for that, but it looks like we're kind of getting pinned down by the 8 and 12 weekly moving average, exponential moving average. So that is one thing to be looking at here. We need to get above the 50 moving average, just like Bitcoin and Ethereum is right at it right now too. So that is on watch. I want to be playing closer to all-time highs. I will, if we get up into this range, I would be more interested in XRP as well. I'll catch a higher low. Litecoin. So we have our daily uptrend, which we broke support and straight into a new high. So this is our new level, our must hold level, and they were just stop loss hunting at this point. And yeah, now we have lots of room for a daily high or low. We're just looking for a daily low or high than $96.59. So a little bit of room for the bears to play with at this point, but it's good we closed over the daily 50 moving average. So Litecoin's looking better relatively than XRP and Ethereum at this point, but yeah, we still got a lot of way to go. Hype, wow, had a bit of an inverse head and shoulders here, just failed to break resistance with a short little bull flag, and now we're blowing through. We are just looking for a weekly lower high than 28.43, so that's a lot of room to play for the bears, but we have a lot of room for a higher low on the way back down. So Hype's looking pretty good actually. Again, I mean, we just broke it to a all-time low and then just a straight shot up pretty much as far as the weekly goes. But not to be confused, we are in a weekly downtrend. No, actually we did get a weekly higher low at that point. So yeah, I mean, hype is looking better. We are looking for a monthly lower high now. Monthly and weekly lower high. But yeah, lots of room for the bulls to play with at this point. BNB was one of the better names. We just have this big equilibrium we're playing with. But the fact that we are holding up, still bull flagging on the weekly here, is kind of a good sign. Kind of a good sign for the bulls. BNB is interesting. It is definitely, I'm just going to put it on the high end of the list. BNB, let's bring this down. Ethereum's just not registering high for me. These names are definitely better, outperforming. So yeah, BNB, bull flagging on the weekly, looking good, looking really good at this time. Solana, let's get a daily equilibrium to be looking out for. Got support right at the 50 moving average, 50 EMA. So yeah, watch this break. That's your range that we're looking at this time. And we can still tighten up for a couple of few more days at least. That's pretty good range. ONDO is not looking as good. Closer to the lows. ONDO doesn't look as good. We are in a daily uptrend still. This is kind of a straight shot down. Yeah, this is a straight shot. Every candle has a lower high. Actually, we kind of made a... Yeah, actually, we are in a daily downtrend on ONDO as well. We need to gain this uptrend, break this most recent resistance, and give us enough room to set a higher low on the way back down. But overall, yeah, looking pretty weak compared to the other names. Link, I was watching this for potential inverse head and shoulders. We did get above this downtrend line, but we're in a daily downtrend now. So now we need to make as much room as possible on this bounce. We are bouncing, so get as close to 1502 as possible. And we could be looking at an inverse head and shoulders. But yeah, just looking for a weekly higher low at this point. But we've made enough room to do that. So we got the 8 and 12 right there. We need to get above that, hopefully set a quick weekly higher low, and then head back up. Sui, looking much better after this big week. Oh, 68%. Wow. So we are bull flagging on the weekly. We have lots of room for a weekly higher low at this point. Our weekly higher low, 171.81. So now at this point, this is where you want to see 4-hour oversold mark a weekly higher low, and that would show you strength. So we didn't actually reach it there. We haven't reached it yet, but we're still looking up, and it doesn't have to, 4-hour oversold doesn't have to mark the weekly higher low, and that would be showing it's extra strong. If it doesn't even hit 4-hour oversold and we manage to have that set your weekly higher low, well, that's yeah, it's just showing more power to the move. And we could be looking, yeah, we'll be looking at our most recent highs here. So, yeah, Sui looking for a weekly higher low. I'm sure a lot of these names are the same. Looking for that weekly higher low. Lots of room to do it, but we need to set it sooner than later. And yep. 4 hour oversold. Well, we just hit it there. We would have hit it right here. And if we can regain this and head back up to that most recent level on XLM, yeah, that would be a good sign. Setting that weekly higher low. Cardano, looking for the weekly higher low as well. Same story. Want to see this double bottom hold now. And we're heading to this most recent high. All right, so we are in a daily downtrend. We need to regain this, get as much room as possible. Dogecoin, kind of a nothing burger on this one. So also daily downtrend, looking for its weekly higher low. Hit 4 hour oversold. Hopefully that is your weekly higher low. Same thing. We have a bit of room to set this higher low. But yeah, higher than 1297 at this point. Looking and look towards your most recent high of 1929. Hbar, looking for the weekly higher low. So we're seeing a common theme here. Looking for that weekly higher low. Hit 4 hour oversold. Does 4 hour oversold, set our weekly higher low, and then we head back up to the most recent highs. That is on watch. Mochi, not the same. Not the same. Not a lot of room for, yeah, Mochi's very weak. But we have a bit of an equilibrium playing out at this time, and we need to hold this low. Otherwise, we're just looking towards the most recent lows. Kaspa, daily equilibrium playing out at this time. So weekly inside bar, double weekly inside bar at this time. The break of that will be important, but we haven't hit. Oh, we just about, we maybe hit. We hit 4 hour oversold on this move, but yeah, we're just cooling off on the daily. We got overbought on the daily, so we're just cooling off at this time. So Kaspa's looking good, and we're setting that inverse head and shoulders, trying to set that right shoulder right now, but looking pretty okay at this point. AVAX weekly inverse head and shoulders. I was watching this downtrend line. We're at it right now. Watch to see if this holds, and then we head back to our high. But yeah, we're looking at this like a inverse head and shoulders on the weekly. TRUM, not as good. Looking at this like a weekly equilibrium. A low, high, higher low, lower high. Trying to set a higher low now. So we haven't set it yet. We need to make more of a move and start heading towards this trend line. TRUM had that big day there, and then we've been consolidating daily downtrend from that one day, and we've just sold off ever since. But expect the unexpected with him. This is just going to be volatile. A lot of politics are playing with this. So, technical analysis just makes it extra hard. But as far as I'm looking, we have a high, low, lower high. Now we're trying to set a higher low than this. So we got a lot of room. We're looking for that. Well, we had a weekly inside bar. We're in a double weekly inside bar at this time. This could play out for a while. A lot of room. But yeah, that's what we're looking at this time. Just a giant equilibrium at this time. But we haven't set our weekly higher low at this time yet. Okay, well, that's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Excited for the weeks to come. I have a feeling crypto is going to be seeing big moves here in the near term. Okay, catch you later. Bye.